Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. Welcome to Core Spirituality. Today we will begin with where we have left off in our last video, and in continuation with our series of education, or you can say awareness of Lord Bhairava, we will continue with the same series. There were a lot of comments which we have received on some of the videos. Apart from that, I have received multiple mails, not much, but I have received mails from viewers asking some doubts and queries. I will try to address those. Some of you asked me to give a modern life story to relate with what is being told in that particular discourse. So I tried my level best to make you understand in a simplest possible terms. So we'll continue this series, and I'll address all your queries which are present in the comments, as well as I have received on the mail at the end of the video. So initially we will start with what we have, where we have stopped. We have last discussed on the aspects of Smashan Sadhana. So today we will continue with another aspect of Lord Bhairava. Kaal Bhairava we have already discussed, but we will discuss over the mastery of time, fear, and mortality of Kaal Bhairava. Now, as you are aware that among the many forms of Bhairava, none is misunderstood than Lord Kaal Bhairava. Now, Kaal or Kala is nothing but time, but that also means death, change, and inevitability. Now, Kala is inevitable for everybody. Now, to approach Lord Kaal Bhairava is to approach and confront the deepest human anxiety and fear. And what is the deepest fear? The deepest fear is running out of time. Yes, running out of time. You heard me correct. Now, I have to quote a modern example. Uh, I'll give you a hypothetical example of, we will use a character by the name of Maya. For a better understanding and explanation of everyone, Maya is a synonym which is being used with illusion. It's a name which is given in our Hindu and Sanatan traditions for illusion. So Maya means illusion and sometimes delusion also. So we will use Maya as a character. For example, Maya is getting late for a meeting. She is traveling in a cab. She has to attend a meeting urgently in her office. When she's traveling, she's stuck in a traffic jam. Now she the time is around 10:30, 10:45, and she has to reach at her office at 11 o'clock. When I said the last sentence about time, so to correlate with that, now if Maya is anxious that she's going to get late, and what are the repercussions that are going to happen? Her boss is going to uh, apprise her of what has gone wrong, or whether if she gets late, how can she manage to get there early, whether she'll be able to find an alternate route. These are the two aspects of the human mind which will happen, or two aspects which should come to her mind. So the first one is known as urgency, and the second is fear. I'll get to the topic in particular in later. So we'll begin with the aspect of Kaal Bhairava. Now, what is Lord Kaal Bhairava? Kaal Bhairava is the aspect that governs time cycles. Now, time cycles will be past, present, and future. Lord Kaal Bhairava governs decay, that is aging, renewal, that is birth, death, accountability, karmas, whether we do good karma, bad karma, and the consequences of those karmas are all governed by Lord Kaal Bhairava. He is the gatekeeper. He is not the destroyer of time. He is the master of time. He has the mastery within the time. He is past, he is present, and he is the future. Now, as you all are aware about the story of the origin of Lord Kaal Bhairava, now in Shiv Purana as well as Skanda Purana, there is an episode which mentions Lord Bhairava severes Lord Brahma's arrogant head, which questioned or which was under the false ego. As a result, he had to wander as a Kapalika with the skull attached to his fingernail until he was liberated from that karmic act in Kashi. That's a story which was symbolically mentioned because it was a Brahma Hatya. Lord Brahma is the highest form of Brahma is the highest Brahmin present. He is the creator. So the Brahma Hatya sin had to be liberated, and Mahadev had advised Kaal Bhairava to wander across as a wanderer, and the way day that Kapalika, or that skull which is attached to the nail, left hand nail of Lord Bhairava, falls off, that would be the place of salvation. And it had fallen off at Kashi, and there is a Kapal Mochan Mandir, which is there's a temple which is dedicated to that particular incident, which is known as the Kapal Mochan Mandir. Now that severe dead, if I have to go into understanding our own illusions, it is severe dead is nothing but egoic pride of Lord Brahma or our own. Now, that skull which is remaining is a reminder of impermanence. Now, the wandering which Lord Bhairava had to endure is nothing but karmic accountability for each one of us. As I said, the Bhairava Tattva within us, we have to endure all that things. The arrogance, it is ensured that it is going to decay, no matter who you are. You might be the king of the world, but you are going to decay. Now, Kal Bhairava is that corrective force who will make sure that we repay for our sins, whether in this lifetime or the next lifetime. Now, if I have to speak about Lord Kalbhairava, one major factor is why anxiety, why time creates anxiety, why time creates fear. That is a major thing. Now, human anxiety. I gave one example of Maya when she was late for the meeting. So, human anxiety largely revolves around whether I'm a late for a meeting, I'm a late for a presentation, I'm a late in achieving my goals in my life. Have I achieved enough which will be lasting me lifetime, whether it is material wealth or anything? What if I lose? The biggest fear is losing what you have built, what you have accumulated, what you have saved over a period of time. And lastly, what if I don't have enough years? Because one episode I like to give you, like time pressures identity. Time gives you a pressure on identity. I'll give you one example again of Maya. Maya is a corporate employee. She started her own startup. I'm just giving you an hypothetical example. She starts her own startup. She gives 16 hours, 18 hours a day, working day and night, struggling, meeting investors, meeting deadlines, ensuring that the company is profitable. She does not have time to meet her aging parents. She does not have time to meet her siblings. She does not have time to meet friends. She does not have to time to devote to meditation or simple activity like meditation. She doesn't have time for her health or her mind itself. Now, the same Maya, one day when she's working late at night, starts feeling uneasy. And this is a common factor because we all of us are living on borrowed time. We all have expiry dates. None of us have here except Lord Bhairava is permanent. We all are here on temporary basis. We are living on borrowed time. So Maya, coming back to the story, Maya experiences a little chest pain on one particular day. So she decides that she'll go to a doctor and get herself examined. Amidst that, she also has the fear that she has to prepare a presentation for tomorrow's meeting with the investors. Till the time she reaches the hospital or the emergency room, whatever is being called in your country or your location, she is constantly worrying what is going to happen to her presentation, what is going to happen. She's wasting time and all that stuff. So the doctor there advises her that we'll take an ECG. ECG is an electrocardiogram, which is taken out to measure whether your heart is healthy or is there any defect into that. I'll not go into the nitty-gritties and details of the medical aspects of ECG, but it's an electrocardiogram to ascertain whether your heart is healthy or not. So Maya has finished her test, and the doctor, when she goes to the doctor asking why she's feeling so, the doctor says that you have a major cardiac element, and there might be chances that if you do not give it enough attention to this thing, you might have a stroke, you might have a heart attack, or your health might suffer a very large thing. Now, at that particular second, that one particular second or one particular moment, everything changes in Maya's life. Till that moment, before 1 second or 2 seconds before that moment, she was worrying about the deadlines, investors, money, profit, and all. Now, all is puff, vanished. She is now worried about her heart. She is worried about her health. She is fearing whether she have enough time to give it to her family. Has she spent enough time with her parents? Has she spent enough time with her siblings, brother, husband, children, or anything? Or has she given everything to a materialistic goal, even when achieved, is not going to give her anything? So you see the perspective with one ECG has changed from that of a very highly professional person who's very much involved, least worried about spiritual growth or your own personal health. And suddenly, one ECG, one moment when she realizes that time is not going to stop for anybody, and this mortal coil will be shed at any point of time if not taken care of. So we are just traversing a journey. She realizes the importance of the health and she changes the lifestyle and all other facts. So this was just an hypothetical example which I gave to make sure that time is nothing but time pressures identity. Now, Kaal Bhairava here, he will stand unmoved. He teaches that you have to act fully, but do not panic in that duration. Now, if we are as a sadhakas of Kaal Bhairava in place of Maya, we will not panic. We will have to alter our life. See, we are on borrowed time, as I said many times. So we have to make sure that we make the most of it. Give time to our friends, family, and everything. Now, if I have to continue with the same story, like in Mahabharata, in our ancient scriptures, that is the biggest scripture which we have, every powerful king eventually failed. It was a war between two brothers, two families, two cousins, and the entire world, it is said that the entire Kshatriya clan, the fighter warrior clan, vanished in that particular war, bearing only widows, old men, and children, grieving children. So this shows that time levels all hierarchies. Like even Yudhishthira, who is the embodiment of dharma in Mahabharata, he has to walk towards mortality. And the teaching from Mahabharata and all those discourses is nothing but that dharma is not about escaping time. You cannot escape time. We have the same amount of time. A beggar to a billionaire, again the same example. He has the same 24 hours. But it is all about walking through that time with integrity, with faith, with intelligence, and ensuring that you fulfill all your karmas when you walk that 24 hours which are given to each and every of that individual. And psychologically, if you have to ensure that that kal or time manifests in our daily life, there are deadlines. Your parents are aging, your children are growing. Everybody who's married and who has children or who has parents, the age is going to catch on. We have financial milestones to achieve in our materialistic world if you have to survive. These are always there. Then I spoke with that example of Maya, health shifts. One ECG will change your aspect. So every human being or most of the people react to that time period with what? Stress. They compare their lives with others. अरे इसको भी हुआ. He's also got blood pressure. He's also got diabetes. They'll rush into decisions. No, I'll get a bypass. I'll stop this business and all that thing. But as a Bhairav Sadhaka, as a devotee of Lord Bhairava, we should ensure that we give a measured response. 90% of the time, it is in a situation, in every situation, it is not the action of that particular situation, but the reaction what we give to that situation which measures the outcome. It can be a calm effort, it has to be a detached effort. The day you're detached, the day you burn your illusions in that funeral pyre of Smashan Sadhana, the day you get off that false chola, which we call in Hindi, or outer garb which we are wearing, we remove that and bear our true essence, we realize nothing else is permanent. Everything is temporary. So that is the biggest teaching. Now, if I have to correlate it with the cremation ground. Now, that is the ultimate truth. Every video coming forward, or what I've spoken earlier, also will involve the cremation ground because Lord Bhairava, that is the place where Lord Bhairava lives. He is the Kotwal of Kashi, but he is the one who resides in the cremation ground. Now, Lord Bhairava connects, Lord Kaal Bhairava, to be more specifically, connects both of us. Time, which leads to dissolution, and dissolution ultimately reveals essence. Same ECG experience, it revealed the essence of life. So without time, there is no urgency. And without urgency, there is no refinement. This same example will resonate with the taxi example which I gave, wherein we have to reach on time. Now, time, always remember, time is never an enemy. Time is a sculptor. A person who knows how to sculpt his own life can sculpt it into a beautiful idol. A person who does not know what is to be done with that, he is going to waste it, particularly on materialistic aspects. So please understand time or Kala. As Kala Bhairava says, Kala Bhairava is nothing but time, and time governs everything. So to start with the sadhana this week, I'll give you a basic simple 9 minute sadhana. So this is a simple and basic sadhana which I want all of you to practice, and give me your comments. You can comment in the comment box also, or you can send me directly on the mail also. I want all of you, as usually when we do Bhaira sadhana, we do it in the night time mostly. So I want all of you to sit quietly, no deep breaths, no pranayam, no yoga, nothing. Take your mobile, take a alarm clock, and set a 9 minute timer. Now this 9 minutes denote navgrahas, or the 9 planets which we do, and during this 9 minutes, basically what 9 minutes which we have, I want you to do nothing but sit still, have patience of mind, have calmness of mind. Do not move any body part. Do not move your legs, do not move your hands, anything. Sit calmly in any comfortable position which you want, and focus on stillness. Focus on that void. Nothing productive. No movements, no breathing, natural breathing which will occur as it is. And after 1 minute, or in some individuals after 2 minutes who are not used to meditation or other practices, you will start feeling discomfort arise. Your mind will start wandering around. You'll see that the temperature is very high. It's too hot today. It's humid today. You will start hearing the sounds of your clock ticking on the background. You will start getting thoughts. Arey, I had to do this. This was the last minute reminder which I forgot. I forgot to shut down the gas or any other things. So these are unproductive things. Now, what we have to do is, when we observe that this discomfort will arise from our mind, we have to ensure every time you feel that there is a discomfort arising, or you are wavering from your own thought, you chant Shri Kala Bhairavaya Namaha, and then again go back to turning to white. Imagine a flame, you can light a diya if you want, and observe that diya carefully. The full focus or the effort should be only to sit silently without anything. It should be zero. And the purpose, or what the achievement, for full 9 minutes, I want you to do it. And later come, I want you to comment or send me an email about your experience for this thing. It is nothing but to observe your relationship with time pressure. When time goes on for full 9 minutes, there is restlessness, there is uneasiness. You are attached. Every one of us is attached to productivity and identity. We cannot do anything. We cannot sit calm. We cannot think, or we cannot have our mind stable for even 1 minute. After 1 or 1.5 minutes, our mind starts wandering. And to stop that wandering, this is one exercise which I want you, all of you, to practice. And I want your feedback on this particular thing. Now, as I discussed in our previous video, this is the exercise I want all of you to do it. And you can provide it in the comments, or you can give it in the mail also. So, all of you know that Lord Kaal Bhairava is the guardian of temple. He oversees the discipline, the ritual schedules, even Kashi Vishwanath temple, which is the major Kashi Vishwanath temple. He oversees that the times are being followed in Sancto Sanctum. After the temple premises are being closed, the keys are handed over in the Kaal Bhairava temple. So please note one thing: time and order, not chaos. Time and order are always connected. Now, when I talk about temples, it is externally, and internally, when we talk about time, it is consciousness. Your consciousness is always connected to time, or Kala. So, please understand, Lord Kaal Bhairava will not rush you. He will not make you run from post to pillar. He will ask you, are you acting out of panic, or are you acting out of clarity? Do you have the sense of urgency, simplicity of that particular activity or that act? Time will always punish panic. Whenever you are in panic mode, you will always end up making mistake. But with steadiness, time will always reward you. With a calm and composed mind, with Lord Kaal Bhairava as your assistant, he will be always guiding you towards achieving material as well as spiritual success. So ask yourself a question. Whenever you are facing a deadline or a milestone, do you feel urgency or do you feel pressure? Both are different terminologies. Urgency is clarity and pressure is fear. And Lord Bhairava is nothing but a remedy for fear. Lord Bhairava removes pressure. He does not remove urgency. Urgency is always required. So that was it for today's topic about Kaal Bhairava and time. Uh, I know it's a rudimentary form of discourse which I am giving at in this video, so there might not be much of clarity. Whatever doubts you have, you can send it on my mail ID or you can send it in the comment box. Now, to address a few of the comments which I have received. One sister had asked, "What is Kali?" Now, I want to ask you clearly whether you're talking about Kal or you're talking about Kali, because Ma Kali is the essence, the darkest essence, the purest form of raw energy of the Adi Shakti. Ma Kali. This she is the prime, the main of the Dasha Mahavidyas. We will, if you want, we will cover all the Dasha Mahavidyas also once we finish with our Bhairava discourses. And as you had in that comment, it was mentioned that you are on a learning curve. We all are on a learning curve. Anybody who is saying that he is an accomplished person, I have my pranam to that particular person. And me, I am a sadhaka. I am on a journey, on a spiritual journey, which I want all of you to take along. And with regards to one of your query about breathwork, now I checked that videos which you had sent me about what was that parallel breathwork or something like that. So that the objective of that breathwork is nothing but to keep your tongue aligned to your rooftop. So when we do pranayama in our yogic system, we normally suggest that you inhale through your mouth and exhale. So this will be inhale. This is known as inhalation. We will retain the breath for a few moments. People with heart disease, please do avoid this. And when you exhale with a sound which resembles a whistle, you will achieve the purpose which you are trying to do with that pattern of breathing which you showed in your Western world. So, if needed, I will guide you personally. I'll individually try to make you aware about the breathing mechanism. There are n number of sadhanas and techniques available for breathing, which will help you in your advancing in your spiritual path. Apart from that, you had asked me whether I had asked every one of you to comment about one fear you have. Few of them have mailed me, and one sister had asked whether she can comment it or she wants me to mail it. Now, I want you to ponder over that one particular thought. When you're asking me, don't you think that is anxiety? You are anxious whether you want to comment or whether you want to mail. You are anxious if you comment it, everybody is going to see you, everybody is going to judge you. The day you get off from that fever that anybody who is judging you is immaterial and does not have any place in your life, in your mind, or your consciousness, you will be detached, totally detached from fear and that impermanence. But still, in today's world, there are many who will misuse this openness. So I'll suggest you that whatever fears or whatever doubts you want to send, you send it through email, because comments on YouTube channel can be viewed by anybody and scamsters can misuse that. So I don't want you to lose your hard-earned money and fall into some traps. So please do send me on mails, and please get back for our channels. And again, as they say, please do subscribe, share, and like. I don't know the sequence is correct or not. Thank you. Om Namah Shivaya.